Welcome back to Cloud9 Intuitive. I am here to do a collective reading for the new moon in Sagittarius, which is taking place on Tuesday, December 12th at 3:32 p.m. Pacific time. Adjust for your time zone wherever you are in the world. First of all, hi, how are y'all doing? I hope everyone out there is doing well. I want to just thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate your love, your support, and I really hope that y'all get something out of these readings. If you're new here and I happen to resonate with you and you are not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you're returning, gang, thank you so much. I really appreciate and love y'all. Hit the thumbs up, drop me a comment. All of those things really do help the channel to grow. And I'm probably like 10 or 12 people shy of 200, and I shouldn't have that. I shouldn't have a goal for this because it's just the thing that I'm doing. But if I could get to 200 subscribers by the end of the year, that would be amazing. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about the new moon in Sagittarius, which I'm really excited about because it's like a breath of fresh air, essentially. This is like, it's just a little bit of relief from like the intensity of the full and new moons, the late year eclipses that we had. And it's giving us a chance to really sort of bring some things into fruition. To like make some tangible things happen in our lives, or at least move further in the direction of having those things happen. There are a couple of other aspects in the sky that are having a conversation with this new moon that make it really special, in terms of, we'll see a lot of people at this time getting more clarity around ways that they may have been spinning their wheels, and feeling really encouraged to take new leaps of faith. Sagittarian energy is all about the adventure, and it's all about expansion. And people are being guided to try new things in their lives, make shifts in some way, in order to bring in sort of bring some expansion into their experience. So whether that means like getting more money, or somehow bringing in more joy, more love, more time, whatever it is that you're looking to expand in your life, this energy right now is really ripe for taking leaps of faith in that direction. So I'm excited about this moon. I'm excited to do this reading. I am going to do an extended for this over on Patreon. It'll probably be out about 24 hours after I finish this reading, but I'll put a link in the top pinned comment once it's ready. And then I'll also put it on the community tab. So if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll see the link there too. Okay, let's go ahead and get some messages. Ooh, okay. For the new moon in Sagittarius. And here we go, prosperity. This is like, it's luck. This is I mean, it's not really luck though. It's just like opportunities that are blessing us, or like anointing a new direction. That's what they said it. These opportunities are like anointing a new direction. I'm getting like greasing the wheels type of energy, greasing the wheels for a new pathway. And then you have beauty, something that feels like you might feel like this. It's like a very like, this could be like walking on eggshells a little bit. Like your heart's saying take a leap of faith, but your head is saying, well, it's like fragile, so I don't want to like jump on it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not sure how thick that ice is, if it's gonna hold me up. And like it's almost like when you take the leap of faith, you leap over the part that's difficult. You leap over the fragile part. You have this movement speed card here. It's like you're worried about this lake that's in front of you that you have to cross, but when you do your running start and you take that leap of faith, you actually like, I don't know what kind of I don't know what kind of jump there, but I don't know if like in some video game or cartoon there's like some power jump. You do a power jump over into this next phase that's very prosperous for you. Two, 3, 6. 42. 422. This could be dates, birthdays, ages, 39. But yeah, this is like it's almost like it's like an opportunity to skip a difficult part, or skip a part that you are perceiving is going to be difficult, which is like that perception is keeping you from taking this leap of faith. But it's like once you take the leap of faith, you like bloop, right over top of whatever you're perceiving to be difficult, which I don't think is like, because when prosperity is here, this is like the ancestors blessing it. This is like the ancestors blessing something. So when prosperity is here, it's like your perception might be a little bit off, right? Because she's blindfolded here. She's not even really understanding like the true beauty of what's happening in this moment. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Woo. Woo. That's so many. I'm not taking all of those, but I will take the other ones. Okay. The bone collector. Like I said, the ancestors are sort of protecting this here. And then you have sacred pool. There's something about a body of water. You might be crossing over a body of water. That might be like, I don't know, that might be the leap of faith for some of you, crossing over some body of water. Because I keep getting like jumping over water. I don't know. Jumping the pond, is that what they say? Is that the saying? Jumping the pond? Crossing the pond? I don't know. 111. But it's a brand new start. It's a brand new start here for you that's like guided by like your ancestral team. I'm getting specifically grandmother or maternal energy here is guiding this. 210 or 102. 210. That could be somebody's birthday. Somebody's birthday could be on February 10th. Or like one of your ancestors. If you have an ancestor or a maternal figure whose birthday was February 10th, that could be important. Some of you need to do like I don't think it's like a necessary, you don't necessarily have to do a spiritual bath where you put flowers in the tub and all of that stuff, but you need to do like an intentional soak. And it doesn't really have to be that intense. You can do like lemons and Epsom salt and just like set the intention for like the bath to clear the pathway ahead. I'm also being told that this can be done in the shower. Like if you just like cut a lemon in half and take it in there with you, or like make a salt scrub. This is very specific. Make a salt scrub. You take salt, lemon juice and coconut oil, and you whip that together and take that and like scrub yourself down in the shower with the intention that it's going to clear a pathway for you, clear an energy way for you, allow your ancestors to sort of like move you through some sort of like portal or pathway. But it's like you also have to take the running leap. You also have to like be willing to take that to make the jump. You know what I'm saying? Because if you hesitate on the jump, you definitely don't make it over. You don't make it over the water. You gotta like jump and be like, fuck it, they got me, right? They got me. And see what happens. And the peaks of joy is at the bottom of the deck, right? See, and look at her leaping. Leaping into joy. Come on. Okay, let's go. Messages for the collective. For some of you, this is like leaping into like some sort of like transformed state of being. So whatever that means to you, this could be like you may have identified as one career and you're about to identify as another career. This could be like you may have identified as like you may be identified with they keep giving it to me like different jobs. And I don't want to say all y'all's jobs out there, but you're leaping into this transformation, and it's actually like you're really happy about the direction that you're going in. Maybe we'll get into what the hesitancy might be, but it's like you pick up a tailwind and you get carried into wow. For some of you, it's a relationship. You may have identified as somebody single or somebody that was not aligned in partnership, and that is changing. Some of you are definitely opening your hearts up here. You're opening your hearts up. You have the Queen of Cups. You have the King of Wands. And you have the Five of Cups. Yeah. You're like getting your confidence back after some sort of disappointment. This could be too like, yeah, like if you've been like feeling down bad, like thinking about the past, about what didn't go right, what you've lost, what's been spilled out. I'm hearing the word wasted. Nothing is ever wasted. But like if that's been plaguing you, these thoughts of the past, all of a sudden, it's like, it's almost like this is coming to an end, because there's going to be a realization about these two cups, right? Because the two cups are right here. The two cups that are behind her are the two cups in this card, right? This alignment, this alignment that feels, I don't know. They're giving me the word correct. I don't know. They're giving me the word correct. It feels correct. But it's like your confidence, your confidence is restored, coming back into your heart center here. Like you're coming back to life here. It's like a realization all of a sudden about why all of these things were kind of not, they weren't matching up anyway. Like it wasn't the right color scheme for you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how vibrant your cups need to be. These cups are all dull. These cups are all dull anyway. These cups are all dull anyway. So as you like come into this realization, come into this have this great awakening here. And you remember who you are and what you're capable of. You start to experience more joy and less burden. See, it's the end of the burden. The 10 of Wands. Tens are completions. So the cycle of burden is complete. The cycle where you just felt like everything was too hard to. It was almost like you had too much going on, so you couldn't even like take a break. They're playing the sitting at the dock of the bay, watching the time fade away. Is that how it goes? I think it's the time, watching the time fade away. But it's almost like there was so much going on. There was so much heaviness because these weren't the right. the reason that the past experience, right, that you might be spending some time ruminating on. We are about to go into a Mercury retrograde as well. But like the reason that the past experience felt like this, had you feeling all tangled up and like you couldn't really maneuver the way you wanted to maneuver, was because they weren't the right cup. They weren't the right cups. You were trying the wrong things. This could be like you had several different career paths or several different relationships you tried, a couple different majors you might have tried. Something, you know what I mean? Like you tried a couple different things and it just didn't work. And it's like, oh my God, maybe it's you gotten to the point where it's like, maybe it's me. Like, you know, but it's like, no, it's like those things they weren't your North Star. They weren't aligned with like what was true wish fulfillment for you. There's always things that we learn from these types of heavy experiences, things that needed to be learned from those type of heavy experiences. And the most important thing that we learn from those heavy experiences is how to release them, and come back to ourselves. Right? So as you come back to yourself and come back to sort of what's your true alignment, come back to, there's also the energy with this new moon about like deepening your spiritual awareness. So you might be like getting into like a deeper spiritual practice or something that's again helping to bring you back into your heart space and like sort of like feel more empowered, and start to like bring a little bit of hope in, like, right, you can sort of see that there's more bubbling out on the horizon and that you don't feel so restricted here. And the Temperance card, balance is restored. Balance being restored so that you are able to sort of like find your way out of this situation, right? Find a way out of this situation, somehow transmute that energy that keeps you focused on those wrongly colored cups. And had the cups, they had the right stuff in them. I don't know what to tell you. They weren't right for you. The cups did not have the right, whatever it is that you need to feel fulfilled, whatever it is that you need to feel like, you know, you're like cresting on a peak of joy. That was not what was in those cups, but it's available. It's available. It's present. It's like available, but you have to take the run. You have to take the confident running start and that leap of faith. What else do we have here? You have the Two of Swords and the Four of Discs. There's so much indecision, not wanting to let. There's like indecision and not wanting to let something go, or being like cautious about letting something go. And the star card on the split again. It's like staring at a closed door. Staring at a closed, locked door. Queen of Discs and the Three of Discs. Maybe looking at what you built. Looking at what you built. Some sort of like stability. This could also be like you feel like your value is behind that door. Your value is with you. Like there would be nothing about that behind that door that would determine how worthy you are of these peaks of joy. That would determine how worthy you are of the prosperity that's being orchestrated for you. There's nothing behind this door that can determine that. And it feels almost like somehow because I'm drawn to how she's petting the fox here. Foxes are tricksters. Foxes are tricksters, and there's something that perhaps has confused you to thinking that, like, you gotta get behind you gotta get behind that you gotta get behind that door, or you gotta hold on to the things that are in your hand, or something like that. It's like none of that is true. None of that is true. Your worth and value does not rest in what's behind that door, nor does it rest into all of the things that you're trying to juggle, that you're trying to hold in your hands. That's what's confusing, because your worth and value, it's all intrinsic. It's all intrinsic. And it's sort of you coming into that space, that space of inner peace and balance, where you can realize that. Like maybe it's like you put all your worth and value in your work or something like that. And it's like, And thank you. Say, for example, you put all your worth and value in like your career, the work that you do or something like that. And you know that it's time for like some sort of transition. This is like the equivalent of like knowing that in the next venture, the next thing that you want to learn, you're going to have to do some sort of like apprenticing. You're going to have to do some sort of learning. You're going to be the Page of Wands. You're going to be the beginner. You're going to be the beginner. You're going to be the new kid. You're going to like that's the thing. That's just how it is going to be. But it's like instead of having that be like a thing that makes you feel like, well, I'm not going to be as valuable or as worthy or as stable even, have it be like, well, there's so much to learn. You know what I mean? Get excited about how much there is to learn. Hold on one second. What is this? The Four Swords. Get excited about how much there is to learn. I feel like you're not going to be stopped for very long here. Like you're not going to sit in this energy here for very long, ruminating on the past. It becomes very clear that the spilled cups, that whatever the past thing that's being fretted over, it was incorrect, was not in alignment. And like after a period of like quiet reflection, perhaps meditation, but like something that like sort of just brings you back into your balance, right? And like allows you to see the truth of things, you move forward pretty quickly. 4 + 2 is 6. 6 of Swords. That's moving ahead, moving forward, making a different choice. Here with the Lover's card, choices and decisions, making a different choice. Making a choice to learn something new, to try something new. the world, to begin a new cycle, the Wheel of Fortune, a prosperous new cycle here. And for many of you, this is in work, this is in career. That's very for somebody out here, this is like in work or career, and you're like starting like a very prosperous new cycle, but it requires you to be the beginner. It requires you to be open to being the beginner, which I think you think will be difficult in some way. But again, if you like take that running start with confidence as you make that leap, it's not difficult. Again, the prosperity is all over this. It's all over this. Your angels and your ancestors are unfolding like this karmically timed transition for you. And then there's this enlightenment that you're coming into. It's like you're coming into this enlightenment exactly around the time of the new moon. You're lighting up under the dark moon. Okay. Anything else want to come out? Oh, wow. Anything else want to come out? Ooh, that's too many, but I'll take this 9 of Cups. Let's wish fulfillment here. Contentment, happiness, peaks of joy. Peaks of joy. That's what comes next, peaks of joy. But it's like almost like you peeling yourself away from this idea that worth and value lies in some sort of past experience and lies in some sort of like external experience, and come into this to the shift that perspective to understand that that's all intrinsic, which means, you know, what they say, it's not on you, it's in you. It's in you. It's in you. And so when you understand that, you have more confidence for when you take this running leap, so that you don't have to even worry about whether or not the lake is frozen over and thick enough for you to get across it, because you're not landing there. You're landing all the way across on the other side. Right? All the way across on the other side, but you got to have enough speed. Right? You can't dawdle here. And it feels like there's a little bit of dawdling because there's a little bit of confusion about, it's like directional confusion that gets cleared up under this new moon. Neptune is direct now. The directional confusion gets cleared up, and it feels like it gets cleared up pretty quickly here. It gets cleared up pretty quickly here. I'm hearing 6 days, 6 weeks. All right, let's get a shaman's dream to wrap it up. Like I said, we are going to go sign by sign over on Patreon. I'll put the link in the pinned comment. If this message resonated with you, send me a running person. Like put that in the comment section, like a runner. You're not running away. You're running toward joy. Like you're leaping into joy. One card, please. New Moon, Sagittarius. Oop. Hello. First breath. Beginner's mind. Y'all, I don't know if anybody really ever watches these to the end, to the card at the end, but sometimes y'all, they be on point. Like the message be on point. I can't make it up. The message be on point. This is like coming together. So 21, that's 3. It's like coming together with your destiny, aligning with destiny here in this moment. It says, When the first breath card shows up for you, it's time to leave the old stories and tales behind. You have arrived. Take a deep breath and another. There's nothing else you need to do but take in the new world that is revealing itself around you. Trust your natural curiosity. There's no need to dwell on how difficult the journey has been or how tight the passage to get to where you are now. Just take it all in and experience the awe and wonder of your arrival at this destination. Even if it's in a familiar place you have come to many times before, try to experience it as if for the first time, for you are renewed, and the old you is no longer your concern. Practice the beginner's mind, not labeling or naming what you see and experience. That situation that was so difficult only a few days ago, just be with it and breathe. You have already gone beyond it. You have overcome and resolved it. Even if no one else realizes this yet. Soon enough they will, as you move on. Do not squander the power of first breath, giving the old narrative mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Use it for a new beginning, to animate a world you can play and create in. Do not underestimate the power of your breath and the magic of the word. There it is. There's a new beginning that's on foot for you. So stop staring at this closed door, put these things down, and just push on. Push on. To cups with the correct color contents. Okay. All right, y'all. That's been the message. I really hope it resonated with somebody out there. And hit the thumbs up. Drop me a comment, the runner, and hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Join us over on Patreon if you'd like to see the extended. But if this is where we leave things, please know I'm sending you so much love, so much peace, so many blessings, and I'll see you soon. Bye.